Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. This is Coco and I'm Litsa, and we'd like to welcome you to our podcast number 8. Coco has been to the beauty parlour since you last saw her, so thank you to Mickey from Doggy Splash for making her look even more beautiful. She's very comfortable with her new coat that's a little bit lighter for her for the summer. And I had my nails done at my beautiful friend Sil at House of Glam, so thank you, Sil, for always making my hands look a little bit nicer. And on that note, I will carry on with tonight's catch up of what we've been doing the last week. I do have a little treat for Coco. She's going to have a little piece of cucumber, one of her favorites. It actually is very refreshing for her, so I will pop her down now so she can enjoy her treat. Excuse me. There you go. Oh, lovely. She always enjoys that. Oh, so what have we been up to? Well, I do have some finished objects I'd like to share with you. We'll start off with those. So what they are I finished the e-warmers for the markets that we're holding in about 2 weeks time now, I think, on the 3rd of December. So it is getting closer and closer. I had showed you these when I had just made the strips, and I think I'd only put one or two together at the time. But now I've completed 10, so I think that might be enough for now. I will show you them very quickly. There's only a few different colors, and there are various sizes. So here's this one. I think it's very pretty, this color. It's like a maroon, and the twists, I think, turned out quite nicely. So we have that one and this one. They're in 2 different sizes, and I really like this one. I like the color combination. This was left over from a pocket shawl that I made. I'll show you that one day as well. And then I have some in greens, a couple of different sizes. So we have this one and this one in the same size. All these are just half double crochet in the back loop. You make a strip and then you sew them together to get that little twist in the middle. This is quite a nice one too. I guess you could wear it up or down depending on your mood. And then I've got these ones. This is the very first one I made. I really like this one. And then I have 2 in the blue with a fleck through it. Very, very pretty. So hopefully they will keep someone's head warm and pretty. They're not very, very thick because we don't have a very cold winter here where I live in Sydney, Australia, but it is coming up to the warmer months now as well, so I didn't want to make them too wide. That's something that I might, could possibly do in the winter months. So for now, that's 10 finished, completely finished projects for the markets. And I have also been continuing with the lovies. I'm actually loving making the lovies. I've gone lovey mad. Anyway, I will show you. I've got 4 to show you. So this is one that I started last week. And I only had, and there's our little pug wearing it. I only had 5 rows to go. So once again, I am using the Marvel yarn for this, which is the 8-ply or DK weight. I don't have the ball band, but it's like a, it's not a stripy yarn. It's like a variegated yarn. The color change is very quick in this, but I think that they're very, very pretty colors. And, the tan picks up with his little color as well. So I have used for this one I used a 5.25 millimeter hook, but generally when I use a DK weight I use a 5.5 millimeter hook. There are 20 rows to get this size little blankie for him. So that's one completed item there, or finished object. And then I made 2 using the velour yarn, which I absolutely love, and I use a 7 millimeter hook to make these, and there's only 12 rows. And this one is a little unicorn, and he's got all the rainbow colors in him, like the pink and the blue, and there was a little bit of yellow. I don't think you can see it on camera. That's why I used these colors, because I thought there was too much pink otherwise. So I hope you like the way he looks. And then I've got his little friend over here, a dinosaur. He's really, really cute. And I went with the green and then the lime green, and he's very simple, but I think he'll make somebody happy. So that's him. And then the one that I really like, and I used a very different yarn for that one. I used, let me show you him first. So this is another little pug, and here's the blanket that I made for him. Now this is using a baby chenille. I hadn't worked with a baby chenille before in any projects. I had purchased some though when it was on sale, and I believe that I had paid about $1.95 for the yarn I'm going to show you. So the stats on the yarn, so I'll just show you one just very quickly, sorry. So this is what it is. This is the yarn here, and it is the baby chenille, and it comes in 50-gram balls, and they are 100% polyester. This one is in the color Ocean, and then I teamed it up with a grey, a mint, and the blue. So I thought that they all complemented the Ocean very nicely, and the end result was the little blanket that you saw. But what was surprising for me, I thought because it is a chenille yarn, and I'd had used like a thicker one before to make a blanket, and I will show it to you one day. I thought I would be very simple to use, but it really, really surprised me. On the ball band, it recommends using a 5mm hook, and I did do so when I first started, and I've kept it for you to show you the huge difference as to what you know, how different it is when you use a different size hook, the result. So this is what it looked like just using the 5mm, and as you can see, you can hardly, like there's zero stitch definition as far as I'm concerned. You can't even see the corners. I hope you can pick that up on camera. And just a little reminder, then this is what it looks like when you use the 7mm hook. You can actually tell that, you know, it's not just a blob of yarn. So the difference between your 5mm hook and your 7mm hook, you wouldn't think it was that great, but it absolutely made a huge difference. So there you go. It just shows to show that it's great, you know, to sometimes be guided by, you know, what's on the ball band, but always make your own decisions for yourself, you know, after you've tried using the yarn. And of course, everyone has different tension and what have you. I can appreciate that. And we all know that I'm a very, you know, I'm a tight crocheter, but I just wanted to show you the difference. But I have to tell you that this is such a beautiful soft yarn, and you know, when you have it next to your body, it's beautiful. I can't imagine that any little person, or big person for that matter, wouldn't enjoy, you know, having this up them nice and close. The only thing that I might do next time is maybe do less rows. I think I've got about 15 here. It does look, oh, I guess it doesn't look that long, but I might play around with it a bit next time. But 15 seems to be okay too. Oh, you know, rewind, rethink, it's all good. So they're my finished objects for the moment, and I will be continuing with some more of the makes for the markets. So I do need to work on the coaster sets a little bit more and finish off the water bottle holders as well. So hopefully I'll have those to show you next week. I was very, very happy that so many of you took the time, and I want to thank you all for helping me make my decision in relation to keeping some of the stars just in their very simple form, just as they've been made, plain, with no embellishment on them, no extra sparkly yarn or hooks. So I did decide that I would go a little bit more than just the dozen. So all the colors that I've already made, I decided to keep 3 of each color. So, oh, here's a little bit there. So that's what the star looks like. And I have got them in these beautiful colors. So there's like a purpley mauve color there, the lilac, this beautiful teal color, and then I've got the blue, the white, creamy white, the grey, this lovely orangey tangerine color, the yellow, and this lovely green, olivey green. So I will definitely be keep putting those to the side and not adding anything to them. So thank you once again, all of you that, you know, helped me make that decision. I really do appreciate it. So that's that. Now, my whip, the one that I'm actively working on, because I do have quite a few, some that I've shown you and some that I haven't shown you that are pretty much, you know, what's the word? You know, they're actually sleeping whips. But the one that I really want to work on and finish, because I do want, you know, to give it to my daughter and her girlfriend to give to their friend, is this little baby blanket. And I will remind you, so the pattern is by Creative Grandma, and it's called the Sparkle Baby Blanket. I have been using a 5mm hook, and the yarn that I've been using is the Marvel yarn. And many of you that had seen, you know, a couple of videos ago when I was looking for this particular color in a big stack of yarn that I had, I didn't actually find it. So with the yarn that I do have, I finished it all now. So we're looking at a blanket that at this point in time is 80 by 60 centimeters. I would like to get it to 80 by 80 centimeters, which would be about 30 inches by 30 inches. And last time I saw you, I was at 42 rows, and now I'm just at 52 and a half. So I did have an option of possibly doing a border in a variegated yarn. I've actually got it. Oh, do I have one here? Oh, here it is here. I was thinking of maybe, you know, putting the border in this color here, this yarn here. But Roxanne, one of my yarny friends here on YouTube, very kindly offered to send me her yarn that she's got, the exact same pink as this one. I was quite overwhelmed when I saw her email, and I thought, well, isn't this what this is all about? Our little yarny community, spreading kindness and love just through yarn and crochet. So I can't thank her enough for, you know, offering that to me, and I have taken her up on her offer, and I'm hoping that, you know, I'm able to receive that yarn in the post sooner than later. Lucky for me, you know, she lives here in Australia, so we do share our love for Spotlight, and she did have that in her stash. Like I said, she didn't need to, you know, offer it to me, and the fact that she has really filled my heart with joy. So thank you so much for that, Roxanne. So hopefully by the next time I see you, if Australia Post delivers on time, because it is a busy time of the year too, I guess people are sending parcels and buying gifts, so it is busy, you know, with all the couriers and Australia Post. But in saying that, as soon as I get it, I will finish it and show it to you all. So thank you once again, Roxanne. So that's pretty much it, what I've been working on. I'm now up to 9 lovies that I've made. As we said, you know, a little roundup. I've made the 10 little, you know, ear warmers. I have put aside, so 3, 6, 9, 27 plain stars, and I have been working on the other stars during the week. So I'm hoping to have all those finished by the next time I see you. So I have been keeping busy. So I will continue to do so, because I really do have a few things that I, you know, do have a bit of a deadline for. But 2 weeks is still a long way away, and that's a lot of crochet time, which I, you know, will definitely be taking advantage of and enjoying, obviously, all the way. I hope all of you have had some crochet time as well. It's not always just about me. And on that note, if any of you would like to share some of your makes with me, and, you know, the rest of us, I would be more than happy to showcase them. So, you know, just get in touch with me. My email address is down below, and I'll be more than happy to hear from you. Now it's time for some shout outs. If you'd like to visit Bella from Bella's Crocheted Gifts, she is a very sweet, sweet human. She has lovely videos, and she also has a gorgeous cat. So if you're someone who loves cats, I would highly suggest you go across and visit Bella, not just for her her videos, but you can also see her cat roaming around on occasion. And then I have a huge shout out to go to Sam and Mike from Manfers Makes. They are a dynamic duo. They both crochet, so they're partners. And my favorite videos I watch them all. I've tried to catch up on all the past ones as well, but all the ones that are released daily. My favorite ones are crochet tile of the week. So Mike and Sam make one each out of a book that there's 100 tiles to make, I believe, so a couple of years worth. And it's really nice to see, them bouncing off each other and talking about how they made it and what have you. And the main reason why I'd love for you all to go and visit them is because their little boy's Christmas wish in his letter to Santa was that his mum would reach to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. And I believe that Sam is only about 100 subscribers away. So please go and visit them, subscribe if you like what you see, and help her little boy's Christmas wish come true. How wonderful would that be? I think it would be amazing. Anyway, on that note, I don't really have much more that I could share or show you. I have been on a couple of times this week, so I hope you've all managed to see my yarn haul and the other videos that I've released during the week. I hope they've been, keeping you company and entertained. I certainly have had fun, popping on here and seeing you and saying hello, and I love reading all your comments as usual. Coco has had a lot of comments as well, which I find so adorable, and I just share those moments with all my family and friends. I always say Coco's the one that gets all the mail, Coco's the one that gets all the comments, and it's just lovely and very heartwarming. So thank you. Once again, like I said earlier, I hope you've all gotten some crochet time in, because it is very important. I know for me, if I don't crochet for a day, which is very rare, I feel like that there's something missing. So, I know how important it is that we keep that up. So as always, please lead with kindness, firstly to yourself and then to others. Have a beautiful week, and I will hopefully see you in the next podcast, and if not beforehand, take care everybody. Bye bye for now.